Stupid Tetris Monthly, no next box. Dog versus Jerpi, Seed 1, Seed 7, former world record holder, current world record holder in 3, 2, 1, Tetris. Sud says old school matchup. Old school? This is old school? Is it? Well, these players have played each other multiple times. They've played a bunch in the old Beast and Shen WPL Classic Tetris Opens. They've played in Classic Tetris League. They also played in the 2024 Classic Tetris World Championship. They met in the round of 32. That is basically round one. There's a round 0 and then there's a round 1. So they met in the round 1. And Dog obviously went to the finals in that tournament. So, you know, by logic here, you can deduce what the results of that were. But they have met multiple times. They have never met in CTM ever. This is their first meeting, and it's in the stupidest possible tournament. On the left side of your screen, it is Dog, seed number 1 in this tournament. He qualified in with a 524,000. He's the current world record holder. In virtue of his top 8 seed, he got to get a 2-round bye. So he started in the round of 16, defeated former STM champion Hydrant Dude in the round of 16, defeated Miles in the top 8, defeated Gerald in the semifinals, and is now here in the finals up against Jerpi. Dog, an 11-time CTM winner, including 9 monthlies, 1 Lone Star, and the most recent Mega Masters. He is the reigning Mega Masters champion for CTM. Also won CTWC twice and was in the top 4 or more an additional 3 times out of 6 times playing in CTWC. That's a pretty good record. Dog also the overall score world record holder with a 29.4 million. He was 4th in the Premier poll, premierpoll.com, Premier with an E at the end. The ranking of Tetris players, which is administered by Pumpy Heart. You can see the full results over at that URL. And he's the first player to get that gym rebirth and the first player to record a TAP 1.4. And he's also, won our Lone Star event in 2023. He's done a lot of stuff. He was also, he played in the first ever Stupid Tetris Monthly Championship. That was the one in 2020. Finished in the top 8 of that and went out versus Andy. 77,000 here for Dog, 61,000 for Jerpi. On the right side of your screen, it is Jerpi. Seed number 7, qualified in with a 424,000. There's an overall PB of 1.4 million. That's a top 80 score. The former world record holder in no next box, which was 550,000. Dog improved that by 8,000 just this month. That record stood for 4 years. Jerpi has played in the Masters. It did so a bunch of times back in the day, finishing as high as the top 8, which he did in February of 2021. 3 times in Mega Masters. Jerpi played in Stupid Tetris Monthly Championship in 2021 and made it into the semifinals there. Jerpi's a 6-time CTWC gold player and also won Classic Tetris Brawl in September 2021. That is the tournament organization run by Dog Playing Tetris. They used to run periodic tournaments back in the day. Occasionally he'll pop up with one, usually invite only nowadays. This is a best of 5, and if you're wondering why the players are starting on level 9, it's because they cannot see the next piece, and that is an important thing for Tetris players to see. Tetris players, when they're playing all the normal tournaments that you guys watch, they are constantly consulting the next piece to inform their decision as to where to place their current piece. And they continue on that cycle really through the whole thing. So without access to that next piece information, it's a lot more difficult to know where to place your current piece. And you've already sort of, when you're on your current piece, you've basically pre-decided mostly where to put, you know, that piece, right? That next piece. They do not have the opportunity to do that. You can see the pieces dropping, you know, 4, 5, 6 rows before the players commit to moving it. And that right side for Jerpi could be a problem. Well, it is a problem. Is it a solvable problem? We're going to see. This is going to take some incredible guesswork and some really fast twitch. And that's just, human beings are just not fast enough, I don't think, to really do anything over there. And you can see Jerpi had to sort of, you know, preload that piece to the right. And that is going to be a top out for Jerpi at 103. So Dog is good in game number 1. Kind of a, level 9 top out there for Jerpi. In 3, 2, 1 Tetris, Dog up 1 game to none. You know, I'm actually about to, I think, ban QR codes in slides. Like, if you want to give me a slide, I kind of don't want a QR code. And I don't want a bit.ly. Because I just think, it's a little irresponsible to be giving people bit.lys, like, and you should give them like an actual thing. So if it's like a Discord, give them a Discord shortcut, or at least make it available so that if someone doesn't want to use the bit.ly, they can go to the direct Discord URL. I think that's just good safety security practice, right? Like, I don't want to compromise people's security, you know what I mean? I don't know. That's just my thought. But I think just putting like just only QR code, I don't think we're, you know, I don't think we're promoting a good online safety culture. Not that anybody would do anything wrong, but I just want to give the viewers assurance, right? You're willing to risk a virus to not type after discord.gg. That's fine. But at least put it on there for people who want to do it. You know what I'm saying? 27,000 for Jerpi, 27,000 for Dog. We are in the finals. This whole thing comes down to this. The 2 record holders, or most recent record holders. So far, Dog has not lost a game in this tournament. He defeated Hydrant Dude in the round of 16, 3-0. Defeated Miles in the round of 8, 3-0. Defeated Gerald in the semifinals, 3-0. And he's up 1 game to none here against Jerpi. Jerpi looking to end that streak right now. Jerpi defeated Cobra 3-2, defeated Andy 3-2, and Dylan 3-1. So Jerpi has had to fight for it. And if she's going to take this one, she's going to have to fight for it again. Down already 1 game to none versus Dog. I am unaware. How is QR code not secure? You can put anything in a QR code, and you can put any link you want. And what if that link is to, you know, a hazardous website or some kind of weird content that you don't want people seeing, or, you know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, we don't think we don't think Meme and Rhubarb are gonna do that, obviously. But like, people should definitely not be just running around like scanning random QR codes in their town. And then there are also people that don't know, like we know they're not doing it, but our viewers don't necessarily know who everybody is or feel comfortable scanning a random QR code. So I just think as a service to them and to show that we respect their security, why not just make people also provide a real URL? It gives you a preview of the URL. Okay, granted, but are you always going to know like what URL? Like what a URL should look like for what you're scanning? You don't know what it's going to look like. You think trusting the messenger is okay? Yeah, I trust the messenger, but we have a lot of casual people who don't know who the messenger is, really. They just go, oh, something in Houston? Yeah, I'd like to go. I don't know. I feel a little squirrely about scanning that QR code. So why not give them the option? $115 for Dog, playing a very clean game right here. Jerpi game less clean, but she's ahead. Madelsberger says, when I say this, it's not that I'm some paranoid weirdo. This comes up in corporate computer security training these days. Yeah, it definitely does. Like when I worked for the tech company I worked for, I mean, our IT would do this stuff all the time, trying to catch people who have bad, lax security practices. You know what I'm saying? Like that, they would do that all the time. Phishing emails and weird QR codes, and then they'd be like, gotcha. Or they would come back, send managers a report of like, oh, here's the 3 people who clicked a suspicious link in the latest email we sent out. Like, oh, thanks. And I got to coach them. 144 for Jerpi. There is a Tetris for Jerpi. 156, 152 for Dog. Anyway, this is a good topic for the finals of STM, right? I'm just saying I think I'm gonna have police a little bit of guidelines, and if people don't want to do it, they don't have to have me have their slide. That's fine. That's up to them. But yeah, like menus, I really try hard not to scan QR codes at like they put them on the napkin holder at the restaurant. But like, anybody can just like make a QR code sticker and put it over that, right? And then send you wherever they want. 156 for Dog, 181 for Jerpi. All right, well, let's not put, I don't know what that link is to, so. $185 for Dog into level 10. The speed is increased by 20%. Jerpi in at 207. It's about a 23,000 point lead. It's about a 2 Tetris lead for Jerpi at the level 10 transition. $213 for Dog, $222 for Jerpi. Fireworks says, no one realistically needs to worry about scanning QR codes on a modern phone. All right. This is engagement bait. You see, you like this engagement bait, guys? All right, dog level 11. And covered here. Looking to uncover. Okay, uncovers. Needs a quick bar. There's a skim. Long bar over. There's a triple for dog. He's working one row off the bottom. That's only going to be a triple, though. Jerpi 256. Dog 234. Just a couple lines away from level 13. Another speed increase. Dog is kind of high on the board for that. He's knocking this down a couple rows. He's into 13 at 237. 258 for Jerpi. 2 lines away. All right, Tetris Jerpi, great board here on 13. 29,000 points ahead. Tetris is on 14. Are worth 18,000 points. Okay, Jerpi kind of fighting here. Long bar gets over 298. 269 for dog. Tetris for dog gets that long bar over 288. Jerpi still fighting. Dog with that kind of S flat over on the right. Opens up the right side. Gets a long bar over. Dog with a small real-time lead here. Jerpi going to take it back. They're just basically a couple hundred points apart. Dog with another Tetris into 16. The speed is increased again. This is 18 speed for 3 levels until 19 hits. Jerpi's been fighting for a while. Oh, there's a great long bar. She's going to uncover. Can she get a quick one before she... And yes, she's going to Tetris into 16 at 334. Just 4,000 points apart right now. Jerpi with a few lines in hand. Low stack. Dog is set up for a Tetris. If he can get a bar, he blocks after that burn. But now he can unblock. Jerpi 339, 342 dog. Tetris for dog 367, 339. Jerpi. Dog 8 lines away from 19, and we've seen him, do some 19 warm up. We've seen him get into level 20, but he's kind of going all in on this one. 367, and yeah, he's got, I don't know what he's going to do now, just trying to wait for a long bar. All right, 368 is the target for Jerpi. She's got 10 lines. If she can get a Tetris or a couple of triples, or just line this out for a while. Oh, she's actually in a position to set up for one. And she is set up for one down the middle. Can she get the Tetris? If she gets a bar, she can take this one. And she just needs a bar. Where is it? She's going to block. She unblocks. Where is the bar? Oh, the bar, and she moves it over to the right just as it comes in. There's no way she could know it's coming in. It came in, but she preloaded it to the right and couldn't get it back over. And dog is going to hang on and take game number 2. That is no next box for you. She did everything right up until the end, and then just what can you do? You're assuming every piece is going left or right, and you hope to pull it back when you get the right one, and it's just too high to do that. 3, 2, 1, Tetris. It may come down to this game. Jerpi certainly hopes it doesn't. Haterade with the $1.99 super chat says, can't wait for Dog versus Scooty in Tap Masters. Yeah, I don't know when that's going to be. And it's not, I don't think that's been scheduled. None of the tap stuff has been scheduled yet. Obviously, we need to get that Dog versus Scooty match done. And whether that's going to be like right before, like part of the semis or not. I mean, probably not, because I don't want anyone to play more than 2 matches in a stream. So it's probably going to be separate, but maybe we can tack it onto another stream. That would be ideal. Yeah, we'll see. I mean, you'll know. Be in Discord. Okay, 16,000 for Dog, 36 for Jerpi. Oh, what's wrong with the music here? Let's fix the music. There we go. Whew. 49,000 for Jerpi, 42,000 for Dog. All right, there is a Tetris Jerpi, 74,000. Dog could really use an S or a T or something. When did CTM first start using music for the streams? Started using music for the streams in December of 2017. Tetris for Dog, 68,000, 78,000 for Jerpi. No, I have no idea. I mean, if it was during Friday's run. I think there was music from the very beginning. It wasn't always flex style. Poyo says, do you even enjoy the music after all these years? Yeah, I really do. Like, I do. I don't know what it is. I really do. I don't, probably there's people out there sick of it. That's fine. I get it. But we get to use it for free, and it's like real music. It's not just some royalty-free thing. Like, we actually have the blessing of the artist to use it. And it was music that was like, a lot of it was put into like real video games and things like that. So I love it. Like, I will say this. I don't listen to it when I'm not streaming, but once in a while it accidentally comes on. And I'll leave it on. You know what I mean? Like, all right. Like it's like on Apple Music and it starts auto playing for some reason. And I'm like, oh, shoot, this is pretty good. $107 for Dog, $117 for Jerpi. Vandy, did you ever use NCS for the background music? I don't know what NCS is. Frisco Steve says, you just randomly start commentating whatever you're looking at. Yeah, I do. Like, all right, there's 3 people in aisle 7, and we'll see how quickly this checker can get through this. They've got 7 items, but oh no, they've got a coupon. Like, yeah, it'll just start happening. No copyright sounds. Yeah, I don't know what that is. That's not something I'm familiar with. It's one of the big EDM distribution channels from over like 10 years ago. All right. You want to start watching my grocery store streams? Yeah, if I made an app that will just commentate whatever you're doing. Oh my goodness. I'm sure I would get ones of users, and it would be Chen. I think Chen would use that app. 190 for Jerpi through 80 lines. Pretty good. 147 for Dog. So he's back right now by 33,000 points. All right, Jerpi ahead by over 50. Well, all right. Lines are tied, so it's actually about 41,000 points. It's about 3 Tetrises and a third, something like that. It was popular in Agario vids. I played that game when it like first came out, and I was really into it. I don't know, and then they started tweaking it and changing it, and I just kind of lost interest in it. Like it started to get. It wasn't as good as when it started. And I just kind of fell off. But that game was fun. 185 Dog, 215 for Jerpi, 30,000 point lead. Tetris for both. Mr. Brain says, rooting for Jerpi in game 3 because I want more known Xbox. You're probably in the minority there. So. I feel like players are, if they're out of the tournament, they're glad it's over with. And these players cannot wait until it's over. All right, Jerpi 1 line away. Transitioning into level 10. Speed goes up. 252 is a very good transition. Dog is in at 210 as well. Hey, everybody, it's your old pal Vandweller, host of Classic Tetris Monthly. And I'm asking you to do me a favor. If you like this video, hit thumbs up. If you want to see more videos like it, please subscribe and bang that notification bell. And follow us on Twitch at twitch.tv/monthlytetris. Thank you, and have a nice day. 213 for Dog, 254 for Jerpi. What's the next STM going to be? It's going to be no bars. It's going to be no long bars. Vandy, which of the Crusades was your favorite? I am not a fan of any of the Crusades. 0 Crusades are my favorite. Full stop. $230 for Dog, $271 for Jerpi. Oh, you want to? Didn't you translate that into Spanish one time? You did translate that into Spanish, and I read it, didn't I? Pollo, 260 for Dog, 273 for Jerpi. Frisco Steve with the sub on Twitch. Thank you, Frisco Steve. We are now up to, oh my God, 197 subscribers. What the heck? All right. Level 12, Jerpi into 13 at 308. Dog waiting, gets the bar into 13 at 293. So Jerpi, about a 15,000 point lead. It's about a 1 Tetris lead into level 13. Oh, Jerpi with that T-spin set up. Long bar gets over. Jerpi loves it. 326. Tetris for Dog. 328. So they're 200 points apart. At that moment, they were 200 points apart. Jerpi maybe gambling a little bit. Okay, no, actually wants to. Oh, okay. See if she can get a bar real quick. Convert this center well Tetris. And there it is. Tetris down the middle. 348, 349 for Dog. They are one line apart. Jerpi into level 15. 9 lines to go until level 16. Tetris Dog 368. Tetris for Jerpi 370. Dog with a little bit of down stacking to do. He's got 4 rows over the right side where he would, try to get a well, and he's 2 lines away from getting into 16 and that speed increase. All right, he's in. He's gonna see if he can get another one started. Okay, he's actually set up for a Tetris. Couldn't get a quick bar. Jerpi, though, up high. Dog gets a Tetris to get into the lead. Jerpi needs to fight this stack down. A bar. Oh, no. That is going to be covered. I don't know what Jerpi can do, and that is going to be a top out. And Dog is good. Dog is good. Dog is your winner of Stupid Tetris Monthly. No next box. Jerpi, you did amazing. Dog, you are the Stupid Tetris Monthly no next box winner. And I declare you the no next box world champion of 2025. So add another world championship to your resume. You are the world champion of no next box. Congratulations, Dog. Jerpi, you did amazing. Congratulations to you. Jerpi, you did amazing getting here into into the finals, and you are the winner. Holy mackerel. This is not a Masters win, Rogue Potato. This does not count as a Masters win. It's a stupid win, though. Oh, my God. Well, congratulations, Dog. Hey everybody, this is your old pal Vandweller, host of Classic Tetris Monthly, and I'm asking you to do me a favor. If you like this video, hit thumbs up. If you want to see more videos like it, please subscribe and bang that notification bell. And follow us on Twitch at twitch.tv/monthlytetris. Thank you, and have a nice day.